Hi guys. I'm Laura.
I'm Quick Trip. or Keisha. More commonly known.
And we are the Pattern Queens. Welcome to our Flosstube number 13. Today is December 29th, 2019. It's the last one you're getting out of us this decade.
That's true. No more. No more.
You can hear I'm a little froggy. And Keisha's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine. At least that's what they say.
And I don't know. I'm like stuck here.
Well,
I'm floundering this morning.
It's the last day of December and we are tired.
It's the last Sunday of December.
Yes. Yeah. I guess there's 2 more days. That's how tired we are. We went on a big trip yesterday and I think we're still recovering a little bit from all the time in the car and all the time at a cross-stitch shop and all the time with a friend.
Yep. And we spent about 12 hours out yesterday.
Yes, we left around 8 o'clock and got home around 8 o'clock. So
it was a long day.
It was a really long day.
A lot of fun.
We're a little bit sleepy, but that's okay. We're still here for you. We're still here.
So we went to Heart's Desire in Wichita, Kansas.
Yes.
I thought about taking a video while we were there, but I didn't want to interrupt your first visit with you getting to look and see everything. And really, I forgot by the time we walked through the doors, and I was just like,
oh, it was amazing. If you're ever in Kansas, try to make the trip because it's a really nice shop. It's huge. The ladies there are really, really nice. It was a good experience.
Yeah. And we got to talk to all of them. We got to talk to Debbie, the owner, and Joyce, who came out and helped us with some things. And she does a lot of the models in the shop, and they're all over one. Oh my gosh.
Amazing. They're amazing. It makes you want to go, I should just do everything I do over one. It looks really good.
So we asked a little advice from her, and that'll be helpful. We both have plans for an over one project this coming year.
Right. And she said that she does most of her over one on 28 count because it's easier to see, but it still comes out really tiny. So
I just realized I didn't pull the picture over of the thing that I'm going to do over one for the year, but maybe I can just look it up quickly when we're done this. We also got to see our friend Judy.
Oh, yes, hi Judy.
It was so fun.
I got to meet her dog Shadow, who is the sweetest dog.
Sweet baby.
He's a poodle.
So, and Judy has recently rehomed her I'm so brain dead.
Silks. Yeah, her
Vicky Clayton silks, but she reserved some purple ones for me. I don't know if you can see all of this.
They're beautiful purples.
Really, really pretty. So I will find something special to do with those, and I will have a really good time because they are gorgeous.
That's fun. Visiting Judy was a lot of fun. She has a lot of different fabric and a lot of stash, and it was so nice of you, Judy, to let us come. And she made us taco stuff, which is the way to mine and Laura's heart. So if we ever come visit you, tacos.
Yeah. And I'm gluten-free, and that's sometimes kind of a pain in the butt. The Mexican stuff is kind of an easier way to be able to do that and not have to worry so much about it. So.
And I just like tacos.
Yeah. And today is gray and gloomy. The other thing about our trip yesterday was that it rained so hard.
It did. It rained on the way there. It kind of stopped once we got there and we're at Judy's house, and then it started again as we were driving home. So I'm glad that the rain waited for the drive.
For us to drive, yeah. But it makes everything like it's fuzzy behind us. I can see.
It's a gray day outside. It's pretty windy. It's not raining right now though.
Yeah. So my door may bounce. You may hear that. I'm going to tell you guys this because I posted about it, and then we're just going to go on. We, on Monday last week, took one of our kitties to the vet. She was having some trouble breathing, and when we got there, we found out she had an enlarged heart. It was our little cat, Beamer. She had an enlarged heart and fluid in and outside of her lungs pushing on them, and we had to make the decision to put her to sleep. So it's been a rough week at the Landis house. Thank goodness there was Christmas in the mix because it made some things a little easier. But she left a big hole for such a little kitty.
Yeah. And she, like last week, she sat right behind me.
She sat right on the arm of the sofa. Yeah, it was so cute. Keisha got up and said, "Oh."
Hello.
But we're just pushing through. She's one of Katie's cats, but the whole family adored her. Like to watch her little pudge come toddle in. So anyway, that's that. But let's jump into the heart's desire. So I should have asked you this ahead of time. What was your favorite part?
Oh my goodness. I loved seeing all of the models. They had a bunch of over one models, like we said, but then they had a lot of things made up, like stitched really big and made into pillows and just things on boxes, just a lot of really interesting finishing. And that was really cool to see.
Yeah, they have so many ideas. I love that. And I had told Keisha, hey, don't let me forget to have you look at the counter where the register is, because they have all sorts of things inside there. And like scissors and things to buy, but also a lot of little models in there too.
Right. So it was just really cool to see all of the finishes, because like as fellow stitchers, that just seeing other people's work is just cool.
And the best part for us, I think, is that it was inventory sale.
Yes.
So everything in the shop was 20% off.
Right. Which was good and also bad, because I was like, it's 20% off.
And she runs a deal that if you spend $50 in charts, you get $5 off another chart.
Which is how I ended up with one more chart than I meant to buy yesterday.
Yeah. And I had put one back. You'll see. I had put one back, and because I found my receipts from before, because it's a cumulative thing. You can keep it. Like I had one that just had $3 and something on it, but we added them all up. I came up with another $50 in past receipts, and so I had to go buy the one that I had put back. It's a sickness.
It is. It's a collecting thing as much as it is a stitching thing.
So you want to go first?
I'll dive in first.
I'm going to drink my coffee.
Well, the first thing I got whenever we walked in the door, we found these smaller cuts of fabric, and they are marked half price. And so I got some really nice pieces of just neutral colored linen, which you can always use neutral colored linen for things. So here, I'll show you.
What count did you get?
I got 28 count.
Okay. Ooh, so you could try some of your over one things.
So this is Heartland Cashel.
I really love the spots on it.
Yes, and it's really warm. So that will be good for something. And then this is just a natural linen, which I love working on natural linen. So that I
have a piece I'll show you guys later that I've started that's on natural linen.
Yes.
So what'd you start to say? Think what?
I think that sometimes putting things on natural linen, like maybe more rusticy like samplers and things, it kind of adds to the overall design if you put it on something that maybe looks a little bit rougher. And then I got this really nice piece of just gray.
And it's kind of cleaner, don't you think?
So I'm really excited to find some smalls to put on those, or to try out some over one stitching and kind of see how that goes.
You want me to show my bag?
Yeah, go for it.
So mine is 32 count linen. I'm going to save the reason that I bought the bag for the last one.
Oh, it's good.
And you usually get like 3 or 4 little cuts in these things, and they have them sorted by count and by type. So like mine is 32 count linen, and they do a little tag just like this that tells you what everything is. So I got a piece of 6x10 toasted almond.
Oh, love that.
It's really pretty, a nice brown. Then I also got a 9x14 light mocha Belfast. That's pretty. It's a little darker than the natural linen, but so nice. Okay, and then here it is. It's Weeks Dye Works Dolphin. Look at that color. Love that. So that was my little bag.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what you put on that piece.
I know, and I really have to think about it. It would be kind of cool if I could find maybe a couple of little pieces, because that's about half.
Right.
So that would be a nice size, and then I would have a little pair. Right. So, all right. I like Weeks Dye Works linen.
Oh, for sure. And now onto the charts. I
Buckle
finally,
up, get a drink.
yes, settle in. I finally bought Moonwalk or Night Walk Down from the Blue Flower. How beautiful is this chart? I've loved this chart since I saw it first, and I've just been meaning to get it, and finally yesterday was the day. And then the next one is from Plum Street, and it's one I had never seen. I don't know how I missed this, and it was stitched up in the shop.
Older.
Yeah, I think it's, let's see.
Is it right at the top?
Yeah, it's 2017, so it's not too old.
Oh, it's not.
I just haven't seen it. So, anyway, it's called Judge Not, and it's all of these crazy little sheep. How fun are they? So I'm really excited to stitch that. And that was the one that whenever they were like, you have $5 off a chart, I was like, well, let me just go grab that. Just go grab that one.
Because why shouldn't it just come home?
Right, and I just love that one. And then I got this Bent Creek Flag of Stars. I thought that I might stitch this for my mom because my parents have a lot of patriotic things up in their house, and I thought she'd like it. And it came with the pearl cottons for it and the fabric. So
now, is it an 18 that you stitch over to?
I think so. It looks like an 18.
Yeah, so this one's going to be like big and pearl cottons. Have you ever stitched with pearl cotton?
I have not. So it will be a new adventure. I'm excited for it. So that's going to be good. I almost started that last night, but I was tired. I was tired after our journey, and I was like, I'm just going to
I know you kept talking about, oh, I'm going to start something, and I thought,
no, you're not, Keisha. You're going to go to sleep. So I might start this one today, actually. Okay, the next one. This is totally 100% Michelle Bendy's fault, because when she showed this chart the first time, I was like, well, I'm going to stitch that. And it's Miss Mary Mac by Lottie Da. And it's the Miss Mary Mac, all dressed in black. You know that one? And I just loved it. And so then I'm walking around the shop, and I found a fabric for it. This is Sleepy Hollow blend from R&R, and it's a 30 count. And it's just this really cool orange. It's a little bit brighter in person.
And this is just a cut that they had out, right?
Yeah, it was just sitting out on the table. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Yeah. I know what I'm going to do with that. And so then, of course, I'm like, well, might as well kit the whole thing up. So I got Blackbird from Classic Colorworks, which is kind of a black with some brown in it.
I don't know how much the brown will show.
But you can't really see it that well, but I think it's going to look great.
Yes.
And I'm really excited about that one.
Mine is on a bright green.
Ooh.
Because Jeff fell in love with that one. And so I pulled some fabrics out and said, how about any of these? And he chose that green.
Oh, wow.
I don't think it's Kermit. I don't know. Maybe it's Pampas or something like that. It's from Picture This Plus. Oh. So, but I'll have to pull it out when you get yours done, definitely. And we'll show them together.
Definitely. I'd love to see that. And then I didn't buy this chart yesterday, but as you may know, we're doing Hawk Run Hollow on Thursdays in 2020. And so I'm doing Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow. And I bought the fabric for it. Let's see if I can get it out of the bag. Gotta stay organized. Gotta keep all your stuff together, because this would have ended up with something else. And this is 40 count Platinum Newcastle from Zweigert. And it's just a really pale neutral.
It's really cool though, because like, see right here, like there's a stripe through it. So it's not just a solid. Right. It's got movement in it.
And then I bought all of I'm just going to leave them in the bag instead of taking them out. But I bought all of the threads that I'll need for this first block
just here. For January.
Just for that crazy peacock one. So
of course we know that you use them in other blocks.
Right. So I just bought the things that I would need for this month, and then February I'll fill in what I don't have, and so on and so forth. So the plan is to stitch this over 2 with 1 strand, and
cool.
I'm pretty excited. And that is all I got. That's it. That's all I bought.
I know that I'm running short on needles, so I bought some John James. Really, my favorite needles are Mary Arden Petites. I only use Petites. So really my favorite would be My Favorite Needle. And it's even shorter than this.
Oh, wow.
Not a whole lot, but a little bit. And it just feels tiny, but it's great. So anyway, I got some needles. Then we were at the clearance section. So I found a chart back there that I thought I would get. And I got Soul Sisters. I love this.
I love that too.
And I think I left it long enough. In friendship, let's join thine interest with mine. So I love that. And then I got, I'm dropping these down in here. Lizzie Kate did a pattern just for Heart's Desire. And okay, the little charm is there. And it's this flower. I really liked it. And she had packs that I could have bought stuff and done it exactly like this. But I think I'm probably going to pull things from my stash and just see what I have and do them. And then I'll hold this on here. There's the little heart charm. Isn't that sweet? So that's that one. And it is just a card, like the pattern's on the back. Oh, look, there, I dropped it. Somewhere. It's on the floor. We'll get it afterwards.
Small pieces.
So I'm going to leave this one out to remind me. Then I found one that I bought things that I've really been thinking about for a long time for the most part. So, I mean, the one off in the clearance area, that was not one, but I just liked it. But this is Halloween sampler from Cottage Garden Samplings. I love this.
Yes, I love that.
So probably that will be being stitched at some point during the year. They did theirs on copper penny linen. Guess what? I have some copper penny, but I don't know. I'm using a piece of it for something else. So I'll have to see if I have enough of it left now that I cut a piece off. Wouldn't that just figure that I wouldn't have enough because I cut some off?
Yeah, it's always the way.
And maybe I have this in my stash, but I didn't want to take the chance, so I may be gifting this one if I find somebody who would like it.
I would like it.
This is Playing with Jacks by the Cricket Collection. Sarah, the backward stitcher, did this one for her birthday sal, and or she was working on it anyway. Mm-hmm. And I love this one, and it's got all sorts of fun little things. Like it's pulled out this little pumpkin, and then the mitten is a cute owl up there. I don't know if you guys know this, but the Cricket Collection, for whatever year she's on, every extra little chart that she shows up here is always on a theme.
Oh, okay.
So like this year they were mittens. Whatever year this was, they were mittens. And I thought I'd see if it was right there. Oh, there. 2014. Mm-hmm. And one year she did all carrots.
Yeah, I think the Be Thankful year she did acorns.
Yes.
There was an acorn with a squirrel.
Oh, Be Thankful is one that we saw over one.
Oh my gosh. I've already stitched it. I don't need to stitch it again. But,
but oh my gosh.
What a temptation.
Yeah.
It looks so nice.
So then this one is done up as a model in the shop. And I don't think that this picture does it a whole lot of justice. This is Merry Yuletide from Brenda Gervais. And I got to go this way. And I really like that. That Santa is actually blue. And you do this on, she has designed it on 22 count. And you do it over 2 threads, so it comes out kind of big. Right. But the Merry Christmas and To All a Good Night that's on here is stitched over 1. And it looks like it is printed on the fabric.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing.
It's really, really cool. So that will be one that I will be excited to do. Yes. Not that I'm real excited about much more Christmas right now,
but you'll be excited for Christmas later. It's
next decade maybe.
Yeah. Get ready for all the next decade jokes in the next couple of days, guys.
So then I saw this one and I snatched this and it was the last copy. Keisha may be angry with me. I don't know.
That's okay. I know where Laura lives.
So I got Quilting Bee from the Blue Flower. And I just think that one is fabulous. Okay, now you probably just saw me put it down and pull it back up. Our screen went dark.
Yeah.
So
that was us reaching.
But anyway, love that. And here is just the bee. I just think he's fabulous.
Yes, it's so cute.
I hope I haven't already bought him. Well, if I did, you'll get a present. That's the fabulous thing. So.
Make friends with other stitchers.
Because when I'm looking at the back and seeing that, I'm thinking, I think I showed that before.
Oh.
I may have. And then my last one.
Oh, I love this. I'm so glad you got it.
It's another Brenda Gervais. And if you watch the Sunshine Stitchers, who are some of my favorites, then you have seen this get stitched up. It's Peter and Peep from With Thy Needle and Thread. And is that just adorable?
So cute. I love that little chick in the wagon.
And again, this is one that I feel like because I saw the shop model, that's why I need it.
Mm-hmm.
And I have looked at this every time I have been out there and just not gotten it. So I think it's from 2012. I think it's easier to get things like this when you're going to an inventory sale.
Right.
Because they're not stocking a whole lot of new things. She had some new things
Uh-huh.
out. But mainly what you're seeing are things that have been there for a little bit.
Right.
So,
and the discount gives you that extra push to
yes,
get the thing that you wanted.
Because, I mean, like, for every 5 charts, you got one free,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Right.
If they were all the same price. Mm-hmm. So, okay, what do you think? Do you want to talk about this before we do that?
Sure. Okay, so we're almost done with the 2019 photo challenge, our X-Stitch caroling, and neither of us really participated that well because just things got in the way. It's the holiday season.
Yep, I think I made it to day 18, but that's when I posted like 6 in one day.
Right, and both of us have been kind of sick off and on, and just a lot of things are going on. But we have really enjoyed seeing everyone else post, and thank you everyone who participated. It was great to see everything.
And every day I wake up to a notification that says, Deanna has posted a new photo.
Yes.
And she doesn't do Instagram, so she does it on Facebook. And she's been doing it in our Watch Us Stitching group.
Yes, our friend Deanna has posted every day faithfully.
Deanna, you are the queen. You win.
Woo!
Woohoo!
But everyone who participated, you are a princess or a prince.
Yes. And we love seeing all the photos.
Yes.
And I think probably what we'll do if we do another photo challenge is give a little more warning, and maybe we won't do a daily challenge. Maybe we'll do like a weekly challenge and make it, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But
thank you. Thank you everyone who participated. It was great fun.
It was. So, and there are still a few days left. I don't know if I have other things. I think my problem was that I didn't sit down and plan mine out. So then I would post a picture and then I would think, that would have been perfect for like 3 days from now. And I reserved some that I was going to use for specific things, and just didn't get it done.
It's okay. So, sometimes you have every intention of participating in things, and then things just happen,
And you get to look at my photo challenge every week.
Right.
So.
Right.
That's it. Okay, you want to talk about our whips?
Yes.
You want to go?
I'll go. Okay,
Yoo-hoo.
so I only really worked on a couple of things. Let me get resituated here because I have all kinds of things in front of me. The first thing that I worked on this week is massive, and I'm trying to get it so that it doesn't all unfold, is my Mario 3 World 1 map.
You're doing so good.
I've added a couple of extra hills in there since the last time you saw it. So Nothing too exciting, but sometimes, like this is 18 count Ada. Sometimes it's nice just to work on some Ada and not really think a whole lot about what you're doing. And these just, all of the hills are kind of the same. So I don't even have to look at a pattern. I can just look at that. And so, and just sit there with some 310 and get to work. So I worked on that this week. And then another thing that I worked on, I haven't shown you yet. I am stitching this. It's Mama, McBruin, and Luke from Stony Creek. And this is actually, it's a cross-stitch pattern of a Boyd's Bear figurine. You can see right there. So if you're unfamiliar, Boyd's Bears are just these little ceramic bears, and they've made, like, my mom has a fireman. She has, like, I have an accountant bear because I'm an accountant. Like, they just made a whole bunch of them, and they're big collector's items, and my mom collected them. So one day she was like, Keisha, do you think they have any Boyd's Bears cross-stitch? I was like, well, they have cross-stitch for everything, so maybe. And I found that pattern on Etsy because it's from 2002. And so I started working on it. And I did some of the skirt this week, but this is it so far.
You're doing good. You're really getting close.
Yeah,
because that's a foot.
Yeah.
Right? That hole is a foot.
Yeah. So I have just a little bit more of the skirt to go, and then the feet. And then there's backstitch all the way around. So I'm going to have to do a lot of backstitching, but I think I'm getting close, and that is definitely one of the ones that I want to finish next year. Because as some of you may know, whenever you stitch something for someone and they know that you're stitching it for them,
then you don't want to stitch on it anymore.
No, especially if it's not something that's especially your style. But they will ask you about it. They'll be like, "Oh, how's that project coming along?" And you'll be like, "Oh, I haven't worked on it for a couple of months. It's going great." So, definitely one that I want to get finished up.
I get that. Okay, and those are your two,
those
right?
Those are my two.
So, I don't know if I worked on more than this or not this last week. I think maybe I put a little more in on my 40 count, but I can't remember. So I did pull out Frolicking from Amy Bricken.
Oh, so cute.
Love it. And I did decide no box because you guys, look.
Oh.
Look at those cute socks.
So cute.
And I decided that at least on this, I felt like it would, I would lose all of that cuteness if I put the big block underneath. So I just have to finish up the penguin, and then there's a present on this side.
Wow, so you're close.
I am. If I would kick it into high gear for the next couple of days, I could finish it. But I put it down because somebody posted about, oh, this is my Christmas start. And I thought, Christmas start? I need a Christmas start. And I do normally start something on Christmas. So I pulled out this kit from Silver Creek Samplers. It was a Galleria exclusive last year in 2018. And it did not take long.
Wow.
I've only stitched on this 3 times.
Gosh.
And really, if I had been any more awake last night, I would have finished. I should finish this one today. And you'll see, I put 2018. I did that because that was my first time to go to Galleria. And because it was an exclusive at that point, I just thought it would be cool to leave that on there as kind of a memento.
Yeah, that's nice.
So those are my 2 from the week, and I should finish them up and have 2 more finishes for this decade.
Wow.
So, okay, man, I'm getting congested. You can hear it, can't you?
That's okay. We just had too much fun. We just had too much fun yesterday, and now we just want to sleep.
So, as you know, we have hit 500 subscribers.
Woo!
Woo! Thank you so much.
I can't believe that there are over 500 of you.
Yeah, it's really awesome. And we may pick up a few more in the next couple of weeks. I'm pulling stickers off mine because you don't have to know how much I spent on you.
Yeah. Huh. So what we're doing right now is we're about to show you the 500 subscriber giveaway. As promised, we did some shopping for you whenever we went to Heart's Desire. It was such a sacrifice. I hate shopping for cross-stitch things. I'm just kidding. It was lovely.
And kind of what we decided is that we would give you one and we would keep one.
Right. So that we would sell.
If you want to sell with us, we will do it.
Right.
You're just going to have to get in touch with us and let us know that you'd like to sell it, and we'll do it.
And what that means is we bought things for the giveaway that we genuinely like and that we would stitch ourselves because we bought them to stitch ourselves.
Yes.
So, right.
So, you want to start with yours?
Yeah, sure. Okay. So, I walked by and I saw this one and I was like, that's so funny and kind of morbid a little bit, but also I really liked it. That was my thought process. And as Laura's told you before, if it makes me laugh, I'm usually going to stitch it. And so I was like, that's perfect for a giveaway. So I got Peppermint Pals from Brenda Gervais. And the thing that's a little bit morbid about it is he's kind of carrying his own head with little peppermints in it. And that bird is cute and he's just cute. I love this.
Sorry.
I love this piece. And so I'm really excited to stitch it. And this is one that I saw over one in the shop. And it looks so good over one. So if whoever wins this wants to sell it with me, we can try doing it over one. But you don't have to. No pressure. And so then I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a couple of my favorite flosses to give away too. That way, you have a couple of my favorite flosses. So that is Week's Icicle, which is a white that kind of fades into a pale blue.
Yeah.
So it's one of my favorite wintry colors, just because I think it's really good for snow. And then this is my favorite red. This is Gentle Arts Cherry Wine.
So pretty.
And I love that color. And so I picked those two up and I was like, wait a minute. White, red. Did I just pull substitutions for this? So I'm going to use Week's Icicle and Gentle Arts Cherry Wine whenever I stitch this. So I bought you two. You can use them as substitutions if you want. You don't have to. If you're a person who likes to stitch it as is, I get it. This is beautiful and you can use the colors that you want. So then you can just use these for other things. They're great colors.
It's adorable. And oh my gosh, over one, it came out, was it like this big?
Yeah. Oh, it's teeny tiny. It's so cute. Like I said, I'm probably going to try to do that.
It was adorable.
So good. And our friend Judy Starkey, we showed her these yesterday whenever we visited. And she's like, oh, I want that one. So
do you want to tell them your word?
Okay, so my word, since this is called Peppermint Pals, if you would like to win this chart and the floss, use the word peppermint in your comment.
Yeah. Okay, and then my birthday's in July, so is Keisha's. But mine's July 3rd, so I really seem to get a lot of the patriotic stuff, although I haven't stitched a ton of it. And I got Holiday Hoopla 4th of July.
That is so cute.
Love that Uncle Sam. I just think he's fun.
The little fireworks in the back.
And I got you the hoop. So he's going to come out this big. So when I looked at it, he is stitched on 40 count linen. And, well, he stitched on 40 count. And if you want to do him that way and put him in the hoop, he will fit. If you want to do it bigger, you're just going to have to find something else to do. But like this would be very cute to put an initial in or a little flower or something.
A little ornament. You can make a little ornament.
Something cute. But I love how they did it with the ribbon on top. My word is hoopla. Nice. So if you would like to get this one and stitch along with me, then you're going to put the word hoopla in the comments below. And we will get you entered. You are more than welcome to enter both. Yeah. You'll only win one.
Right.
So whichever one we draw first, then if you win that one, you won't be eligible for the other one.
Right.
So the rules. Yes. Please be at least 18 so that we can ask for your address. Please like and subscribe to our channel.
Right.
Please.
Don't say giveaway, because then people will search for giveaway, find this, and then just spam to try to get their giveaway, and then it won't go to one of you lovely people.
Don't say giveaway. Don't say gift. Don't say any of those words that are triggers. That's why we specifically chose hoopla and peppermint.
Right.
So that there would be things that would not be easy to figure out.
Right. And so
I don't know very many people who search by hoopla.
Oh, probably not. I wonder what sort of things would come up if you did search for hoopla on YouTube.
Guess what Keisha's doing this week?
Watching a whole lot of hoopla videos. Okay, so we're going to leave this open for a few weeks.
Yes.
So comment on this video, because this is where we'll take all of the entries from, and we will announce the winner of this on the 19th of January.
And we will close it we'll probably take entries clear up until then, and we'll do our drawing right before we do this.
So the 19th is when we'll announce. Make sure that you comment on this video, because like I said, and then we'll compile all of the entries, and we'll do a random generator from a comment search, and that's how we'll pick.
Just kind of a reminder, we won't be here next week.
Right.
If I get all my stuff together, I may do a stitch with me next week. Mm-hmm. Keisha will be off celebrating.
I will be off celebrating. I'm going to my in-laws' house next weekend for our Christmas celebration there, which means I will be knee-deep in nieces. So
it's a good time, right?
Yes, very much so.
And then the following week, we're going to give one more look at our choices, but we still are going to ask you to comment on this video.
Right, because we understand that you maybe don't watch everyone as soon as a video drops. I mean, I know I don't. So.
Yeah, it takes me a while. I found out this last week that Michelle was giving things away every day on her Vlogmas.
Yes.
And of course, I'm just catching up.
Right.
I wanted to talk plans.
Plans.
And I didn't plan this with Keisha, so I'm bad.
It's okay.
We can talk a little, huh?
Yeah.
So I have pulled out a few things to show you guys. I have to choose. We'll start with this one. Okay. I am going to do this in 2020. And it's the Carolyn Manning Flower a Day sampler. Now, she also has gone back and designed this Flower a Day sampler in different colorways. And it's really, really pretty. I am going to be choosing some 28 count fabric, and I am going to be stitching over one with my Vicki Clayton silks every day. So I should be able to show you some the next time that we film, because we will be on day...
It'll be the 12th by the next time that we're here for a regular video with you.
So I should have at least 11 days worth of flowers stitched for you by then.
Wow. That'll be so good. I'm excited to see your progress on that.
And then the other thing, I'm not going to pull this one out. The other thing, this is my Hawk Run Hollow.
Yes.
And it's a year at Hawk Run Hollow. And I have this great fabric to do it on. It's a Weeks Dye Works. And I'm pretty excited about that. And I need to pull my floss for January, and I need to finish doing my borders so that I'll be ready to go. I mean, I only have to have really the top row finished to go on with it. Then I always do let's do this first. I pulled one out. I had been thinking about, I think I showed you guys my red sampler, Spanish Rouge. And then I came across this Garden Fair by the Courtney collection.
Pretty.
Love this. And here's the reason that it gets to be the winner. I told you guys earlier that I would show you something on natural linen. And I don't know how I had this in here.
It was folded the weirdest way, because I tried to fold it back up yesterday when she showed me, and it was kind of hard.
This is a huge piece of fabric. Can I just say that?
That's huge.
And it's stiff. But this is what I have done. And I don't know whether I'm calling this the bottom or calling this the top, because it doesn't really matter.
Right.
But
probably the bottom. You're a bottom right stitcher.
I am, really. But that's what I have done. And in looking at it yesterday, I mean, it's been started for a while.
Mm-hmm.
In looking at it yesterday, I think what I've decided is that I need some guide stitches
Oh,
run through
definitely.
it so that I can start things without having to worry about it, that I can count down a little easier.
Mm-hmm.
It must have just gotten in there squirrely because that was fine. Oh, look, I knocked my black floss off somewhere.
Oh, it's right there next to you.
Ah,
Sorry, I
thank
bumped
you.
the table. Bumped you.
Yeah, I bumped a while ago. So we are giving you guys some earthquakes today. And I am doing this with, Carrie's. You can't get these anymore. Carrie's threads. I have a couple of reds that I had bought and a couple of greens that I had bought. And they're silks, and I'm using one strand on this. But that will be my red sampler for the year. I've heard people talking lately about, you should always have a red sampler on the go. And I'm like, yeah, but I had one, so why not?
I do not have a red sampler on the go. Sounds like I need to do more shopping, but a lot later.
You know what? Maybe you will, you liked the little one that I had?
Uh-huh.
Maybe you could do it in red.
Ooh,
because I'm not getting to it soon.
Well. Sounds like I've got new plans, guys.
I mean, you can if you want, but I have a couple of red things that like that. Then I always do a New Year, New Start. And I had pulled a couple of choices, and I'll tell you how the voting went here. But I have Flowers of Rose Hall from Rosewood Manor, and I love the sampler.
Yes.
And part of the reason that I love the sampler, I have all of the... These are the silks for it. Can you see? There we go. But the Valdani silks. But here's the reason I want to do it.
Oh my gosh.
And there we go. Look at this fabric.
It's so good.
So it's wide enough that I could actually stitch it over 2. And this is 28 count solo from Silkweaver. And so you're not going to be able to get that. But
so beautiful.
I love it. And I think it's going to just be gorgeous. And everything is ready. I mean, it's fully kitted. Mm-hmm. That's always a bonus for me when I'm trying to choose. Is it kitted? Okay. Yeah. But I think this one is the winner because it's the one that everybody likes.
Some of us were very opinionated.
Look at this bag. I just got this from Judy yesterday. It's in my favorite color. And the inside is just this really pretty purple. So I love this. And look at that button.
Oh my gosh.
Is that just the best?
That's such a cute button.
And I think Keisha is coveting this one now.
A little bit. So hopefully she gets it done in 2020.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of big. It is 167 by 244. I know some of you guys are going, that's not big, but it's big for me. This is Blackberry House from Plum Street Samplers.
So cute.
And I really, really like it. And then,
oh my gosh,
digging through my stash, I found an old piece of Heather Belfast from Picture This Plus. And I will be stitching on this part of it. Ugh. Now I'll have to decide what goes where because I think maybe, is that right? Yeah, the house, the dark spot down at the bottom would be opposite the house, right?
Okay, yeah.
And here's the rest of the piece. I'll still have that little piece left. So I'll get into it a little bit, but I like it.
Yeah, I told Laura that it looks like someone smushed blackberries on it, like that it's been dyed in blackberry juice. So.
And I just think this is going to be so perfect in the middle of this. Look at this. And look, I wore my purple sweater today.
Right. It's just going to be perfect.
I think it's going to work.
Yeah, I think so.
It's got that kind of soft, creamy background in there, and I'm just excited. So, again, New Year, New Start. By the time we film again, you will see this started.
Yeah.
Exciting. So that will be my thing. What kind of plans do you have? You were kind of talking a little to me about it.
Okay, so I I'm probably going to keep working on the bear that I showed you, just because I've been working on it and I'm kind of motivated to do more. But then also, I really wanted to start this last night whenever we got home, but then I was too tired, so I didn't. But so I might start this one today, actually, because I'm really excited, because it's I've never stitched with pearl cottons, and it's all kitted up, it's ready to go. I'm excited. And then my New Year, New Start might be Miss Mary Mac, because I'm just really
it's kitted.
excited. I'm excited. I'm ready to go. We're ready to start it. So, so those might be the pieces that you see next time you see me.
Cool.
Hopefully I'll have some good progress, but sounds like I have a busy weekend ahead, so I don't know how much I'll get done.
I might put this inside this bag, and then it could live in here, and I could dream about it too. I thought about doing it over one, but I would lose so much of the fabric, and there wouldn't be, I don't know. It's going to come close. It's only going to have about an inch on either side.
Oh, your Rosewood Manor.
Yes. So it's going to be tight, this one, on that pretty fabric. But I think I want as much of that fabric to show as possible. So I think I'll do it over really 2. Good.
So sounds like we have a lot of good plans.
Yeah. And a lot of ambitious plans, right?
Who knows what you'll see the next time you see us.
I wanted to say that the Show Me Retreat still has some spots left, a few spots. We had somebody else purchase their spot yesterday. Really excited. But it will be here in the Kansas City area, out in Blue Springs, Missouri, which is close. And it will be April 23rd through 26th. That's a Thursday through Sunday.
Right. And Blue Springs is where our LNS, CC and Company, is located. So you'll be able to go there and shop.
And she has a couple of trunk shows, and she'll have some other surprises for us. Kathy does a good job spoiling us.
Yeah, so come for the shopping.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And come to meet Laura and Katie.
And Keisha. Okay, so do you have anything else for this week?
I don't think so. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us on this kind of sleepy Sunday.
And if you have stitching plans, tell us what they are.
Yeah.
We'd love to get that in our comments, because maybe you'll come up with something that we have in our stash that we'll sell with you.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Who knows? See. Yeah.
So, and remember about our choices, Peppermint and Hoopla, and comment below.
Yes.
You can absolutely try to get either one of ours, but you'll only get one. So
all right. Well, thanks for being here.
Yes, thank you. That's it. So until the next time.
Yes.
Bye.